Hey everybody, welcome to another adventure. Today we are leaving the George Washington National Forest. We had a great camp here for 3 days. Got everything packed up, ready to go. If you've been following me, you'll know we are headed to the very first CCC camp in the United States. I don't know if these old remnants that I showed you in the other videos, I don't know if these had anything to do with CCC. Very cool remnants. But we're going to leave our beautiful camp spot, head down the road to that site. I have no idea what to expect. There may be nothing left there but a few foundations. Who knows? But that's where we're headed. So come along with me. Should be a good time. So I wasn't quite hungry for any breakfast, but I think we are. We're going to mix up a little cold coffee for the road here. Ooh. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. Very good. But let's go see what the first CCC camp has waiting for us. So I'll try and show you on the map here where we're headed. We are camped. We are camped right about here, very near these trailheads. We're going to drive up the road, and right here is Camp Roosevelt Rec Area. And it says, Camp Roosevelt is the site of the first civilian conservation corps camp, which began the greatest conservation movement in American history. So, good little piece of history here we're going to check out. Come along. So we have made it to Camp Roosevelt Recreation Area. Let's see what's going on here. So I did not know this, but looks like for $10 a night you can camp here. I'm going to drive around the campground and see what it looks like. Site 1. nice site there, tucked back. Site number 5, you're tucked way back in. We do have trash cans here and porta potties. But if there's other people here, it could get pretty noisy because these sites are all pretty close together. I don't know about you, but I kind of like the free, didn't have to pay nothing, and I'm out there all by myself where I don't have to hear any neighbors. But that's just me. These are pretty nice flat sites with a pad. Wouldn't be a bad place to camp. There's not much in the way of directions here. I'm not quite sure where to start. There's a parking lot back here just to the left of the campground there. I see a sign here, so let's just go see if this is where we should start the trail. The legacy of the CCC. Out of economic chaos of the Great Depression in the 30s, emerged the CCC, Civilian Conservation Corps. The purpose of President Franklin Roosevelt's New Deal was twofold: conserve our natural resources and salvage of our young men. Camp Roosevelt, this place right here, was the first of 1,300 CCC camps across the nation. It opened April 17, 1933. The boys of Camp Roosevelt built local landmarks such as Elizabeth Furnace Recreation Area and Crisman Hollow Road. They also planted trees, fought forest fires, and stocked local streams. This camp was closed in late of 1942. Although the camp buildings are gone, the company streets still lead us to the story of the nation's first camp. Signs along the path describe foundations left behind. End quote. We worked long hours and we put our heart and soul into it. We loved it. With memories like these, how could they forget? James Wilkins, Senior Project Superintendent, Camp Roosevelt and Wolf Gap. And I've been to Wolf Gap. That's where I stayed. I believe Wolf Gap is where we stayed and hiked Big Schloss. So yes, very cool. But that's pretty amazing. This was the first of 1,300 CCC camps. So yeah, that looks like an old foundation right there. Yeah. Yep. Don't know what it may have been, but you can see it was something. There's a big cement block of some kind. Mess hall. So there you go. We were just standing in the mess hall. So that's what it would have looked like. And that was the old foundation there. So this may have followed an original path, because they also always lined their paths with stone. Maybe just did this to give the appearance of how it used to look. So there's another old foundation. Administration building. So again, here's what it looked like back in the day. So Camp Roosevelt had 6 military-style barracks. Enrollees slept on iron cots. Each barracks held 48 young, poor, and previously unemployed men. This is the site of Barracks A. Here's what those look like. Somewhere right in here was a site of those barracks. I don't see any foundations. They were here somewhere, maybe right here. Yes, right here we go. So yeah. And here's where the barracks were. Very cool. Wow. Here we have a chipmunk, and he collapsed something. No sign here with this. Yeah, looks like an old chimney. This may have been a burn pit or something. Very neat. And again, the barracks right in here. So this would have been the education building. Education and job training were an important part of CCC life. Variety of classes offered, providing enrollees the opportunity to learn necessary job and life skills. Most popular classes offered were truck driving and auto mechanics. Here you can see someone teaching people in the class. Wow. So yeah, look at that. Teacher, won't you teach me all of your rules? 'Cause everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed in school. Boy, where'd that one come from? I guess that's better than I'm hot for teacher. How about school school's out for the summer. But actually, they're back in school now. School's out for the summer. Oh, everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed. Baloo. Oh, while we're on the singing thing, this song popped in my head, and this is one of my all-time favorites. Is Born to Be Alive. And we were born to be alive. And I think that's what made these places great. They gave all those individuals something to do, something to feel proud of, something to be a part of. We can only imagine what it was like back in those days during the Great Depression, or right after the Great Depression, trying to rebuild, get people working. We can only imagine, but that's what made me think of Born to Be Alive. Yes, we were born to be alive. And don't ask me where some of these songs come from. They just pop in my head. I'm really enjoying this place. If you're ever in the area, check it out. It's one of them places that have a feel to it. More barracks. We're here. But let's get down this path and see what this is. So this looks like a pretty good sized building. What was there? Let's see if they tell us. Maybe a shower house or something? There you go, wash house. CCC enrollees enjoyed running water and showers. They did not have flush toilets. Some of the pipes left from the camp are still in use, bringing water to campground restroom facilities. And there's what it looked like. Look at that. That's pretty wild. Yeah, wow. And here's some of the pipes. Pipes still here. Oh, look at me, I'm taking a shower. But it's kind of neat. If you'd like to, you could camp right there. You could camp right there. Nice little fire pit. Back in here a little bit. You'd be right beside the... But I wonder, are there ghosts? Are there ghosts here? Remnants of people that enjoyed this area and part of their spirit's still here. Who knows? Maybe you want to stay at that camp site right there and find out. Of course, they marked a bolt there so you don't trip over it, but see, these were painted yellow one time, but look at all this piping. And it would have took a lot of piping for all the showers and wash area. Oh, I know I keep saying it, but yeah, very cool to see all these spots. guess remnants of something down here. Whoa! Look at that. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. We're standing like on a well. Listen. Pretty neat. Wow. So, yeah. I hope you can see that. It doesn't go in, just goes back. Just a little cement square there. It doesn't go down any further than what you see here. Good look. So yeah, I do like these stone lined paths. Like I said, they did line everything up like that. You can see the old path kind of went this way, led to something that way. Play another barracks. Here there are barracks. So this sign is seen, could use cleaned off. If I had something to clean it off, I would. But each morning and evening, the men would muster or assemble in the parade field in front of you. Here they gather and raise the flag for reveille or lower flag for retreat before going to the mess hall for chow. In between these times, the men worked on projects in the surrounding national forest. Very cool. Camp Roosevelt, First CCC Camp in the USA, George Washington National Forest, April 4th, 1933 to June 30th, 1983. 50 years. In memory of Henry Rich, First CCC enrollee in the U.S. and Camp Roosevelt. Died February 12, 1972. So Henry Rich, the first enrollee in the CCC camps. So just to the right of this hard road would have been some other foundations. Now I don't know if they have them marked. But I could tell from the signs there was more across the road here. So we'll walk around here and look a little bit, see if we see anything. Yeah, I see stuff here. I even see a sign back across the road there. It'd be nice if these places would give you a map, a little better map. Let's see what we got here. Oh, so this would have been the blacksmith shop. Yeah, here's your blacksmith shop. Pretty big. Pretty big. Wow. So there was your blacksmith shop. Here's an old fountain. Let's check this out. Pretty cool. See these old water fountains. Look at that. Wow. Very neat. Over here, not sure what this would have been. Almost looks like an old gas station. Let's see if this sign tells us what this was. Forest Service Office. I thought we already saw this sign. So I'm not sure. Forest Service Office. I'm thinking that was oil house. Not quite sure. I'm guessing the Forest Service Office may be there. Looks to me like they're putting a path in here, but they haven't completed it. Maybe it's an ongoing project. Let's see what we got here. Ah, here we go. Tool house and carpentry shop. Tool house was the first building built at Camp Roosevelt. Maintenance of work tools was very important. Well, of course, without good tools, the construction would not have been completed. Yep, and there's a picture. And the carpentry shop. Stored tools and equipment. I'll take you down in here with me. Pretty cool. You can see where the old windows were. We'll get down the old steps. The old steps here and in. Check it out. Pretty neat. There. Very cool. So there's actually a little more left here than I thought. It just said all that was left was a little bit of foundations, but this is a little more than I expected. Very neat. So here was the oil house. Not very big. Not very big. Let's see what the foundation of the whole oil house looked like. Wow. Pretty cool. So yeah, there's a whole maze of stuff out here. Truck and shed garages. Can't really see much. Just maybe a flat spot in there. Well, we do have a trail Going back this way. So, wow. This is very, very unexpected. Look at this. Wowzer. Wow. There's no sign here. No sign here telling me what this was. Look at this. Wow. Wow, wow. BEA, beautiful. 1935. Wow, what a solid chimney. Wow. Oh yeah, this is very cool. I got a surprise to show you on the other side. First we got 1935. Don't know if we can see up in. Is there anything to see? Can we see up into the sky? Can you guys see anything? I can't tell. Wow. Very neat. But this kind of surprised me. I was not expecting to see this on the other side. Check it out. Another little fireplace on this side. And can we see anything? Can we see anything up in here? Up in here? Up in here? See anything? But wow, much more here than I expected. Pretty crazy. Very beautiful. But let's see if there's any more surprises. So we are back to this spot. I think we have seen just about everything. I still don't know for sure what this is. Let me check this sign to see if it tells us. It says you are here. So I'm thinking it was just part of the truck shed garage. This might have been like their gas pumps. I bet they had gas pumps right here. Obviously, they had to fill vehicles. So, yeah, very neat. Yeah. Looks like your air, probably. Maybe gas pumps. Just speculation. Very neat. Very neat. So we're back at the picnic pavilion where we started. And I didn't check this trail out yet here. I don't know that it leads to anything, but we're gonna check. Another cool little picnic spot. Another water fountain. If water come out of there, I'd be shocked. Yeah. And we'll check that out on the way back. This trail is still heading over that way a little bit. So yes, one more little sign here. Pump house. And right there is what the pump house looked like back in the day. Pump house stood here, provided water to camp using gasoline-powered pump to send water from the well of the holding reservoir. Later replaced with an electric pump, gravity-fed pipes dispersed water to the building. So yeah, this is probably our last little spot here. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah. Still see in there to the pump house. There's the lid today, and there's the electric. They can still turn it on or off if they need to. It doesn't look like they've used it in a while. So. I flipped that switch on back there for the electricity. Let's see if I can get a drink now. Woo! No, just kidding. For all you, anybody that thinks I might have turned that switch, I don't mess with that kind of stuff. Besides, they hit a lock on it anyway. Whoa! You stepped in a big hole here. Woo! Don't know what this was. One of the old foundations. Here's one of the old foundations. Oh yeah, this is back where we started it all. Back where we started it all. So yeah, very neat place. Camp Roosevelt, the very first CCC camp. Amazing. Very, very cool place. You ever get a chance, you're in the area, stop here. I imagine in the winter, boy, you could really find some foundation and relics here and see what I was looking at today even better. But anyway, this is where I'm going to end it. I really enjoyed this explore. Very cool. Very, very cool. Anyway, thank you all for coming along. God bless all of you. Praying for all of you. I'll see you in the next adventure. Bye.
Wandering in the dark, never feel at home, even when I take part. Feel I'm on an island, though others are around, acting like it's fun, but no peace can be found. You search with all your heart, knock and the door will open. I'm waiting so we can start. Why did I wait so long to reach out for your hand? You gave me your love, your gift. with all your heart. Knock and the door will open. Reach out your hand to start.